Hey everybody, welcome to Photo Tips Tuesday. I'm Christina Stuart with Christina Stuart Photography. Happy to have you guys here joining me. If you guys have any questions at any time, you can comment below here on IGTV, or I also post this on my Facebook page, my Facebook business page, which is facebook.com/Christina Stuart Photography. So you can always post either places to ask me some questions. I'm happy to do some specific lessons for people. What your question might trigger is an answer for somebody else who may not even thought to ask the question. So I love the interaction. I'm happy to answer any questions directly, and I may turn it into an actual lesson for other people to learn from. So it's almost Halloween. I'm back from the Keys, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love it. It's so much fun. All the kids get to dress up and be kind of spooky and have a good time. So this is about the time of day where your kids are going to be going out, start trick-or-treating right before it gets dark for the younger ones, right after it gets dark for the older ones, especially with Halloween being on a weekday this year. So I want you to notice this really beautiful shadow behind me. This is, I talked a little bit about it last lesson in the Keys with our sunset lesson. This is the golden light time of day, that sweet light time. And you can see a little bit on my face where it's coming in. It's just fantastic. Now looking right into it, you might get a little squinty, but if you turn your subject a little bit to the side like this, the sun is just out of, not directly behind my camera, but it's off to the side. And it just provides this really gorgeous golden light and these fantastically long shadows. So much fun to play around with, especially with Halloween. This lighting can be really pretty. You want to get some of those details of your kids' costumes, because you're going to look back when they're older and want to show them how much fun they had when they were kids and what they dressed up as. And it just marks a time of their life where they can still be imaginative, and it tells a little bit about who their favorite characters were, if they're dressing like they're the fairies or if they're dressing like witches. My nephew Royce, who's 5.5, he's in kindergarten, is obsessed with werewolves and vampires. So he's actually dressing up like a werewolf this year, which is really kind of funny. Halloween is one of our whole family's favorite holidays. So this is a really great time of day to get them out in their costume. The weather down here in Florida is fantastic right now. So I'm sure that's even better up north where you're actually getting the fall leaves, and it probably is really chilly. But I'm out here in my shorts and bare feet, which this is my favorite time of year in Florida, is the fall, because it means no more hot, humid summer. So check out these really gorgeous long shadows. You can watch the sun is coming down a little bit as I'm talking too. One of the other things to make sure you do, not just get the posed picture of them, but get them actually out trick-or-treating, get them interacting with their costume, get some of those candid moments of them in their costume. Not just the stand in front of the garage or out in the driveway kind of pictures, but get them with their friends, get them eating the candy afterwards. All that pile, we used to bring pillowcases when we would go trick-or-treating. Never mind those little plastic pumpkins. And I love being out here and helping the kids, giving the kids trick-or-treat candy and getting a little dressed up myself and having a lot of fun. So get those moments when they're out trick-or-treating and having a good time with their friends. Get some of the details of their costume or the makeup that they might be wearing. Think about those details of the actual costumes. If you've made your costume or made your kid's costume, oh my gosh, absolutely get pictures of that. Now, one little bit more advanced technique that could be a little bit fun when you're shooting for Halloween is what I call, I'm sure a lot of other photographers call it this too, is the monster lighting. So if you have, I've talked about this before too, an external flash and a sync cord, like, your flash, your sync cord, and attaching it, of course, to the camera. Or a lot of flashes have remotes now that connect to the flash, or cameras directly to the camera to the flash. You can do what's called monster lighting, where we have the flash off the camera, so you can still take the picture right? I'm still gonna take the picture, but I'm gonna hold my flash underneath my subject matter. My kid, it's gonna be great for pumpkins, lanterns, jack-o'-lanterns. What it does is when you pop the flash underneath, you get what's called this monster lighting. So you position it so it's actually underneath your subject, and you get this really cool kind of eerie shadow because it lights up from the bottom, and it lights up the whole bottom of their face, and you get these eerie shadows above them, above their eyes, and it creates a kind of a cool spooky look. So that's one of the things if you have a little bit more advanced equipment. If you don't have advanced equipment, that's okay too. You can still create that effect with flashlights. I know I've probably done this as kids. You hold the flashlight underneath their chins, or, you know, kind of out in front of them a little bit, and that provides the same effect. It's a little bit less powerful light. You can use lamps, you can use candles, you can use the fake candles, whatever they might be trick-or-treating with, glow sticks, those could be fun. So just use some other light sources and create some of that fun kind of eerie look for their costumes and for Halloween. Jack-o'-lanterns, perfect. Just put the candles or the fake candles inside of the jack-o'-lanterns, turn off your flash, and then you just get that really cool candlelight glow. Of course, at night. You don't want to do that in this kind of lighting. But think about these shadows, be looking around behind you. Take advantage of this sweet light time of day. You just see this golden light on me. It's my favorite time of day. Now this golden hour is an hour before the sun sets and an hour after it rises. So you can apply these same principles to your sunrise time of day, just after sunrise and just before. You start to get some of that really cool light. I am so excited about Halloween. Let me know what you guys are wearing. Post some pictures below, post it on my Facebook page. I love seeing everybody's costumes and what they're doing. I went and photographed a fundraiser gala this past Friday night. I had a couple of my students and assistants with me, and everybody was dressed up. It was so amazing and so much fun to see everybody's costumes. Adults like to dress up just as much as kids. I know I do. Halloween just gives us that permission, right? So think about the candles as your light source. When you're using your manual camera, your manual settings on your SLR, for example, you want to set your settings really low. So you might have to use a tripod if you're going to get that jack-o'-lantern picture, and bring your shutter speed down, bring your aperture down so that you're allowing more light into the camera so that you can get all of the fun sparkly detail with the jack-o'-lantern, the light coming through the mouth and the eyes, and have fun with lighting. Try some other sources. It doesn't have to be flash, doesn't even have to be this gorgeous sunlight, especially with Halloween. Use some of those other light sources like glow sticks and candles, flashlights, all of that kind of eerie fun stuff, because it can create some really cool effects. If you have any questions, message me, direct message me, or just comment below and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. I'm loving this Photo Tips Tuesday. I hope you guys are too. Look forward to chatting with you soon. Thank you guys. Go see the lights. Have a great day. Again, this is Christina with Christina Stuart Photography on our Photo Tips Tuesday.